Hey everyone, it's me Laura from the Papered Soul and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing really well and that you've had a good weekend, and now we're on Monday, it's the last week of September, headed into October, so hope everybody's doing all right. I wanted to do a staying inspired video. These are my cute little collage word birds that I made, and I just wanted to kind of show you how I did it, and just do some crafting just to kind of try to stay inspired with things. Sometimes with our staying inspired, we have a hard time with it because we just don't know what to do, and sometimes breaking it down to, there's so many ideas out there, so many things that we can do, I think it becomes overwhelming and we don't know where to start. So sometimes it's just, pick a little theme, pick an idea, and sit down and try to make it happen. So I made these fun little birdies, and they're gonna sit in a journal that I have coming up, and they were just kind of fun to do. I backed them with some craft cardstock. You could make turn them into paper clips, things like that, but I just kind of wanted to show you how I created them. So what I did is I actually took some vintage book pages, some regular book page, and then some vintage, and that gave me a different colorations, and I just started tearing them into little pieces, and I glued them onto a little scrap piece of coffee dye paper. And so so I just get me a base, and I actually sketched out a little bird shape, and after I kind of get them on there, I actually Mod Podged it just to make sure all the pieces are gonna stay together and not peel back up. So then I'm just going to take my little bird and kind of put him over. I'm gonna I'd like to try to get 3 birds out of this, so we'll see. Okay, let's do that. So I just trace around him. And this is just kind of fun to do. The tearing of the papers that we do is fun. That way, I mean, it's not a lot of thinking to it. You can see how I just kind of collaged it on there, and I just tried to just distribute those pages pretty, those little pieces and different colors of pages evenly. So let's see if I can see that good enough to cut. Yes, let's cut that out. If you have subscribed to my channel, I thank you so much. I appreciate people that make comments to my videos, and then if you have not had a chance to subscribe, please do so. You can click the bell, and that will give you a notification every time I release a video. Okay, so there's one of my little word birds, okay? And then, let's see how many more I can get. Let's see if I can get, I'd like to get, might have to do it this way and this way. Yeah. Let's try that. So I do it like that, yeah. I was gonna do this, let's see. See if I did it like that, can I get another bird? Probably. Let's try this. Just make sure I have coverage there. It was sun shining today, but now it's raining again, which we have actually had a lot of good rain. I like to have a good healthy mix of rain and sunshine. I'm not one of these people that has to have sunshine all the time. I do have to have some rain. I love rainy days though. But I like a little healthy mix of all of it. Okay, so there's my second bird. Let's get him out. Cut him out. So there's my second one. And let's see if I can get one more bird out of here. See how how well I was showing up there. Let's see this. I could flip him and get one. That's probably the best option there, is to flip him. And then, let's see, yeah, should work. Then I'll get one facing the opposite direction. Obviously, you can do all kinds of different shapes. You can collage a bunch of your words, book pages, and then, you know, do different shapes. So you could certainly do that. Let's see where my little bird is. But I've been working on Beautiful Birds, two journals that are the Beautiful Birds digital kit by Artie Mays. And so I've got birds on my brain. Am I a bird brain? And so that's kind of where some of the inspiration was coming from with this. That's what I'm saying. Inspiration comes from all kinds of things. So, you know, I'm working on a bird journal, so it just made me think about birds, and that's what I kind of did here. And, you know, you could keep these little extra pieces for collaging onto tags. You know, don't let that go to waste. So that's something you can do there. The other thing is I had done a little heart here. And so here's my birds. I've got one going that way, and here's these up here at the top. Okay, and so I did little hearts and then have some feathers there, and then I put little words. I don't know if you can see that says love and that says trust on the wings. So I want to cut out some paper. One of the things I want to do, so I got some like scrap papers and I was going through and seeing what I wanted to work with, and I think what I want to do is I've got me a heart here. I just traced around that heart that I drew, so I'm going to cut that out of this color, and I think I might cut around it just a little bit larger. I can always cut it down smaller if I want to, but I might try just a little bit larger. And I'm kind of letting that heart shape kind of be part of his little wing, and I thought that was cute. So let's see. See if that's, see what that looks like. That shape. It might not have as much of a cut in here as it may need, so I might have to, actually I might have to take some of this off. Just have to play with it. You can cut out your own little shapes. I think I'm ending up cutting it too far down, but let's see. That's kind of pretty. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase my pencil marks that I had on here. I still might cut that down just a little bit more. Let's see. I like to make this one a little bit smaller, so let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's ink it. And like I say, you can do whatever. You can decorate and embellish your little bird however you want. So this is just what I did. And I just thought it was really cute and fun. Let me play with some of my supplies and stuff like that. I'm gonna ink these birds also. Another thing you can do, or what I did, and I'm going to do that, is I'm going to glue them to some craft cardstock because that just gives them a little more sturdiness. And you know, like I said, you can do all kinds of different things with these. You can make paper clips out of them. You can just stick them in a pocket. You can use them as a tuck spot. So I think I did this one. Lots of things you can do. Smooth his little head off. He still has a little pointed head. No. That's pretty. Okay. Nice little bird shape. You can draw out your little bird shapes. They're pretty easy to do. And smooth that. You can also, and I may do this, let's see, which one shall I do it with? I kind of like that one. Like this one, if I wanted to. I mean, I might do him. If you wanted him a little more I'll do him. So in other words, you can use the Distress Collage Medium, Vintage Distress Collage Medium. This is by Tim Holtz. It looks like caramel, so don't eat it. But anyway, you can actually, let me, put a little on there. So you can kind of coat this, and it's like a coating, kind of like the Mod Podge a little bit, but it's like a little thinner varnish like, and it will add a little bit of vintage look to it. It just kind of colors it up a little bit and gives it a vintage color. So that's nice. So you can do that with it. That's fun to do, and I'm gonna let that be drying. Wipe my brush off. I don't want my brush. About ruined this brush the other day because I don't know how I forgot, and I didn't wash it after my Mod Podge stuff. So I'm gonna sit him over here and let him just kind of hang out over here and dry. These have already been kind of Mod Podged. I use matte Mod Podge, so they're not shiny or anything. They have, even though it's matte, it has a slight sheen, but it's not glossy or anything. So what I can do for this one, let's see, is I have a little blue feather. Now, these feathers, I believe, they were all initially white. I got them at the craft store. And then a long time ago, I dyed them using, is it RIT? Is that the right word? I can't remember the dye. I'll try to look it up and put it in the description below. Always make sure you check the description below because I'll put pertinent information in there for you. But anyway, I dyed them. It took a little while, probably because I'm thinking these are synthetic, and it just took a little while for the color to take, but when they finally did take, they were really pretty. So this one's a real pretty blue one. So what I did to decorate my little bird is I was kind of putting the feathers there, and then I took my heart and I was kind of using the heart also as like a little wing. That's kind of where I was going with that. So just kind of get it placed how you want it. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of glue these things down. I'm gonna use my Fabri-Tac, and I'm just gonna put a little here on this feather, and I just kind of place it right along that back. It's kind of at the neck a little bit, the little tip. And then I'll take this, my little heart, and put him over that feather. I think we're getting thunder. Kind of like that. And then I stamped out the word fly, and I thought that might be pretty to further decorate. So let's put him on there. And so, you know, if he's I kind of do it little catty corner. I don't think it really matters. And I thought I could either use a blue sequin, or I could use, I might use the blue. Let's use a blue one. Oh, it's already open. So where do I want him? Let's see. Where do I want that little gemstone? Just for another little pop of color. I'm thinking, let's see. Gotta get that little piece off. It's supposed to be the stuff that you can adhere it with, but I don't trust those. I always glue them down anyway. Let's see where that might be pretty. Would it be pretty on the wing? Kind of on this fly. That's kind of pretty. Or do I want him kind of off to the side? Could kind of put him up here. That's kind of pretty there, so let's do that. So I'm just gonna put a dollop or just a small little drop of glue right there. And then I'm just gonna try to drop this sequin, or this, not sequin, but gemstone. It's a flat back gemstone. So there I have one little birdie there. Isn't he cute? I've had these feathers forever, and I just thought they're in my stash, so I thought, well, it might be kind of, oops, that's still drying. I thought it might be kind of fun to make, thought it might be kind of fun to use them. So here's my other little bird, and so I'm gonna layer these two feathers. So I'm gonna kind of put one like that, so it's kind of like following the shape of his tail, and then layering that one over the top. And then I have these little silk flowers, and I thought, okay, that might be kind of cute if I did kind of glue them up to where it almost looks like wings also. So that's something different you can do. So let's get these little feathers down first. So what I think I'll do is I'm gonna put my little glue right here. That might be easier. Kind of put my little feather there. And then I think I'll put a little dab of glue on the back of this feather. Don't need much, and I don't want to get too much, and I'm gonna kind of have him hanging just a little bit so you can still see that pretty green feather. And then my silk flower, now it's got a little yellow green there, a little yellow green, so let's see, where would I want that? Okay, so I think I'm gonna put him about right there. Yes, I need to clean my desk off. I keep saying after I finish my latest journals, I'm gonna, finish up, that kind of thing. All right, and now I have a little pearl that I was gonna put in the middle here, so I'm gonna just do that. Oh, I need his eye, so let's get back on that. I'll pull my little gemstones out for that. So I thought a pearl would be pretty with this one. Whoop. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do the eyes in a minute. So let me dry him just a little. I would have thought he would have been dry by now. It won't take but a second, so bear with my heating tool. I actually should have put these guys on the back of this before I started decorating, because that'll make it harder to do, so I'll do it with him. So let's glue him. I'll fix those off camera, but that's what I meant to do, is put them on cardstock before I started decorating, but I just couldn't wait to decorate, so I just went for it, didn't I? So get this on the back of one of these, and you can use any cardstock. I just use craft cardstock. And then I'll cut that out. Just gives it a little bit of sturdiness. Especially if you're going to use it as a tuck or anything like that. And I will fix my other ones, but I can do it off camera, and I'll be able to take my time kind of cutting around, making sure I don't cut the feathers or anything like that. That's why it's important to kind of do it before you start decorating. But I jumped the gun, but that's okay. Y'all know how it is. You want to get to the fun part. So then just kind of come around here and then there we go. Alrighty. And then I have another one I wanted to decorate. And let me see, where's my little, oh, I already have my button. I think my button fell off. Well, let me see if I can get me another one. I had a button on this one I wanted to do, so let me find it. It was that one. See, it's just fun to get into your stash and play with all the things that you've bought, like buttons and gemstones and things like that. I mean, I just thought that was going to be a lot of fun to do. So I kind of wanted to make one that has a kind of a fall, and how did I end up with them going all in the same direction? Don't even, maybe y'all can tell me. It doesn't matter, but you can get them to where you flip them and they're on the other side. So here is another pretty feather. And I have a small orange feather that I was gonna put, it's so little and wispy that I thought I would put that over top, kind of like a layered, where is it? Oh, I do have, I'm losing my mind. I set him aside. Why did I set him aside? Ugh, I'm so silly. Okay, I thought I had another bird. He just flew over there, I guess. Okay, so let's decorate this one. Put a little dab of your glue there. And enough for that feather to hold. I just thought this was a really cute use of my feathers because I haven't been able to use them much, and I really wanted to do that. So just do very little on that. I don't want to put so much, didn't want to put so much glue because it's going to be covered with the flower, or you don't have to cover it. You could leave it like that if you want to, but I thought this kind of made me think of fall. And so I think if I put him like that, I had to do a little fall bird. How do I want him? So it kind of looks like his wings, but he's got flowers for wings. And then I was gonna put this button on. Sorry for bumping the camera. Glue is really stringy. And I was just gonna put him in there. I'll just drop him in there. I thought that was cute. And let's get some eyes on these birds. So I have a bunch of little black gemstones here. So I've got, how many birds? 3. I need three little black gemstones. So I bought this probably from Michael's or, you know, Hobby Lobby a long time ago. All right, so these are the ones that need eyes. So just kind of guesstimate where an eye might look really good on the bird. I think that's a good spot. So kind of right here. And I'm just gonna, These are a little fiddly, but I'm just going to try to drop it right there. And then I'll kind of make sure it's in the spot that I think looks good. That looks good. And let's do this one. Oh gosh. Okay. Where do I want his eye? Kind of cute. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of look if I want to make sure I get it in the right spot. I mean, I don't think there's a right or wrong, but there's an area you feel like looks the best. And it's right under the two G's there. So that's where I'll put my little dollop of glue. Don't need much glue. And I'll just drop that on there and then just kind of play with it, get it in the right spot. Okay, and then let's get his eye on. Where will his look good? About there. The other thing I did is, and you don't have to do this, I kind of, like here you can see, I kind of put a little orange right there on their beak. You don't have to do that, but you know, you can just use your distress inks if you wanted to do that, or if you wanted to darken one, you could darken one a little bit. Just use your distress inks for that. So, all right, here we have it. I've got my little array of birds, my little Wordy Birds. And I love that one with the button, and it looks like fall. Isn't that pretty? So these would just be cute to put in your journals. And you could always leave these. That's got a little glue on it, but I can get that off. You can always kind of leave these blank and do some journaling on the back of them if you want to. So anyway, I just thought I would pop in and share these little birds with you. And I hope that they look fun to do and that they've inspired you to get your book pages out and get some of the fun little embellishments like gemstones and silk flowers and, you know, words, just anything you can do, your little silk flowers and your feathers if you have any feathers. You don't have to have feathers to make these cute. They're cute on their own. And then, of course, you can get ribbons, and there's just, y'all, no limit to what you can do. The other thing I was going to tell you, you could even do like a little string of pearls around their neck. Let me see if I can emulate that. But you could do, you know, could put that a little bit lower and then just put some little pearls around her neck. Isn't that cute? So just get your little fun things out and get your inspiration going. And I hope you like my little Wordy Birds. Take care, everyone. Bye.